a really fun like little bonus video this week to do like a meet my mochis. Because I have a ton of them and I have, preconceived thoughts about their personalities and what they're like, and I just thought it'd be a lot of fun if you could also meet them too. I really appreciate all the love for them because I'm, having so much fun, and this is the kind of content I want to make. So I really appreciate you guys supporting me in that. Please don't drag me if they're a little bit dusty. I'm just a girl. So let's get started. I'm gonna pick randomly here. So I have a little porcupine, and he's a fool, if we're being honest. Like, he's a little bit dumb. He is not the brightest in the bunch. He's very sharp, but he doesn't realize that he is. And that's kind of endearing. Like, that's kind of what makes him cute and lovable, Oop. So, I really like that about him. Mostly, like, ones that are kind of like laying down. I always find those to be like, what is the word? A little goofy, like a really good sense of humor, class clown, not the brightest in the bunch, but like definitely really well liked. I also don't have names for any of them, so if you guys want to help me come up with names, that'd probably be a lot of fun. Let's see. She was valedictorian. Oh, she has hair. Oh, that's embarrassing, girl. Oh. So she was valedictorian, top of her class. She was prom queen. She got into Mochi Harvard. Like, everyone wants to be her. And she knows that. But she's also, like, really nice. Like, she's probably, like, the nicest popular girl that you've ever met. Like, everyone loves her. Can't really say anything bad about her, for being honest. Which is kind of like basically the opposite of him. Which is like, this is her boyfriend, I think. He is not really going anywhere in life, like, still really immature for his age. He, makes jokes, but it's neither the time or the place. But, like, she loves him. Like, she's crazy about him. Like, she rides or dies for him. And, like, he kind of likes her, but that's something they're gonna have to figure out a little bit later on in life. The one who is, like, actually really, really in love with her is this guy. And you see, he's a little goofy looking too. He, like, always has a ton of questions. He, like, doesn't really, he's bright, but, like, he's not very street smart. Like, he does get really good grades on his tests. Like, he also got into a really good school. Like, his hobbies are, like, he takes apart, like, miniature cars and puts them all back together. And, like, he's in love with her, and he's actually they've lived next door to each other for, like, years and years. But, like, she knows he exists, but, like, not really ever enough to warrant a relationship. Not even really a friendship. And he'll eventually someday, he'll find someone who, like, really helps him shine, but for now in his life, it's just not her. So see. So, something that I like about her, I don't know if you can see it, she has a little scar on her forehead. And she's rough and tough. Like, she, like, will catch you outside. She is also, like, the nicest person who fights that you've ever met, you know? Like, she will stand up for you. She's got a mean mouth. She, like, does not let kids get picked on in class. Like, she walked the mile, for sure, you know? She lives with her grandma, too. She also lives with her grandma. That's, like, actually really important for the story. Is that, she lives with her grandma. But that scar was, like, a major character development for her. Major. And she is actually, like, really in love with her. But she's not really a fighter. She's not even really a lover, I would say. Like, she's kind of, like, indifferent. You know, she's really focused on her. I wouldn't call her self-centered, but, like, it is really hard to, like, get her out of her bubble, you know? Like, nothing is better to her than, like, focusing on her and spending her evenings by herself, so, you know, I guess you can't really blame her for that, but, you know, it definitely does make her a little bit sad. This one scares me. That's why I don't really, I don't know, it wants to focus on these guys so bad. Oh my god. But I just don't like its face. Like, it kind of scares me a lot. I have this kind of, like, general idea that, you know, like, maybe I'd have a scary Mochi video, and that's when I'd use this one. But honestly, I'm not really sure, so. But I'm not gonna get rid of it. Like, I just kind of feel like there will be a purpose, whatever that purpose is someday. I just don't know what that is yet. You know? Some, you know, class favorites, so to speak. Love her. She is the turtle next door, really. Like, she's everything I want to be. Like, she's smart, she's funny, she's talented, she has a big girl job in corporate. Like, she's doing really well for herself in life, and, like, she wasn't always doing really well for herself in life. There was definitely, like, a time period where she was, like, a mess, and she really had to bring her life, like, together. So she's worked really hard for what she has, and not everybody, like, really realizes that, I don't think, is that lots of people may have what she has, but she had to work 10 times harder for it. Yeah. And she is, like, madly in love with this one, who, like, you know, they have lots of good qualities. Can I name any of them? No. But, like, she loves him, and that's why I keep him around. She's, like, that's, like, the long-term boyfriend, you know, that, like, you kind of grow out of in your, like, mid to late 20s. And he, like, kind of sucks, but, like, she's not gonna realize that until, like, much later on. So, you know, it is what it is. She'll learn at some point. I really love this one because I just think it's so goofy. Like, it almost feels kind of mean to make a video where this one's a little bit goofy because, like, that's just how they are. Like, I can't I don't want to make fun of them. I don't want to like rag on them or, you know, make a joke about it, because that's not funny. You know, I wouldn't want to make fun of somebody's like real life personality. You get what I'm saying? So love them. I don't know if I would put them in a video though, only because of that reason. Because it would just feel like really mean. But I would, and I'm pretty sure I have made fun of this one in a hair. Made fun of this one in the video, because like this, he's just an easy target. Like, he can take a joke, he can make a joke, like he doesn't get offended by things very easily at all, and that's what I like about him. That's what his friends like about him. Like, he just has a great sense of humor, like is always down for like a bit, to be a part of like a bit, a skit or something like that. He used to do improv, that's like a little known fact. But he realized he likes being like behind the scenes of a show a lot more than he likes being in front of the camera. So, I also, homegirl over here, she also likes being behind the camera a lot more than she likes being in front of it. She like wants to be a writer, she wants to direct. She thought, oh, love my stomach. She used to think she wanted to be in movies, but, you know, she kind of realized that wasn't, you know, for her what she was kind of looking for, and that's okay. This guy, this is another one who, like, it's almost too silly, you know, to really function. Like, he's silly, he's goofy, but he also does have like a really serious job. Like, he works in IT or tech or something like that, and like makes spreadsheets. So, like, yeah, he's goofy and he might not be like street smart, but like he like went to college on a full ride, and like businesses make or break themselves, like listening, like by taking his advice or not taking it, you know. Like, it's like they're actually very aspirational. Like, maybe he lives in like San Francisco or something like that. He's like a finance dude, you know, 6'2" or something like that. Oh, I also, this is the sweetest girl that you will ever meet in your entire life. Like, she's sweet, she's kind, she's funny. Like, she is just, on Valentine's Day, she goes around and she gives out like individual flowers to people so that everybody feels special. You know those girls? Like, she like would write, she would send like secret Valentines to all her friends, and like no matter what, like if you guys are besties or acquaintances, like she's gonna comment on your selfie and tell you that you look beautiful, and she's really gonna mean it. Like, it's not fake. Like, you've never heard her talk shit about, oh sorry, like on YouTube, you've never heard her talk badly about anybody, like ever, because like she genuinely just always sees the best in people, and that's something that I personally really like about her. That is contrary to her. She is a mean girl. I don't even really like giving her the time of day on my camera because she is mean. So maybe she'll grow up one day. I'm not really sure. I feel like I have to do these ones as a pair because they're married. You know, they are high school sweethearts. Like, you don't really know one of them without each other. Like, that's how long they've been together kind of situation. Very aspirational. Like, everyone, like, when they're in relationships or, like, talking to new people, like, they always want to ask them, like, about relationship advice and, like, oh, like, how what's the secret? How do you stay together so long? Honestly, the secret is that, like, they don't know anything else, so that's kind of part of it. But, like, they love each other. They'll have, like, 100 little babies and have, like, a house in the suburbs and all that, but you know, unlike this guy, this is an eternal bachelor. He's also a hypochondriac. Always scared he's sick, always scared of this, always scared of that. So, like, he kind of has a lot of anxiety. And that's part of the reason that, like, you'll never really see him, like, in a serious relationship, is because he gets way too anxious for those kinds of things. But, like, he's a great guy, like, he's a catch. Like, you would set him up with your friends, but, like, in the back of your mind, like, you know, it would probably never really work. And that's okay, you know? And this is his best friend. This is his wingman. He's a little bit more serious. Like, he has a little bit more, like, calmness about him. You know, he really balances him out, but, like, not because he's, like, you know, loud and out there, but more so because he just brings a lot of stability to the anxiety. You know, and I feel like every kind of, like, friendship needs that, especially, like, they're, like, long-term best friends. Like, they've been best friends since they were, like, little kids. So, that is always really nice. Okay, looks like I have two more. So, I don't know what this one is. Honestly, I haven't really, like, figured out. Like a unicorn? I don't know. I haven't really figured out personality for him yet. Only because I'm, like, I don't really know him. You know, like, he just moved in down the street. Like, he's a stranger. Like, they look, like, really cool and mysterious, but, you know, I don't really know their personality. If someone knows what this is, let me know. 'Cause I don't. And then, last but not least, we have her, which, like, they're sisters. Not this one, but this one. They're sisters if you can't tell by how much they look alike. And, like, the only difference is, like, well, not the only difference, but, like, the major difference is that, like, the way she grew up made her, like, really rough and tough, and it made her, like, really, like, afraid of confrontation, you know? Like, just not really into, like, won't fight you, has never fought anybody, not even her sister. Also, like, verbal confrontation, or, like, just, like, speaking up when something's wrong. Like, that's also just kind of, like, not really her thing. I think eventually she will grow into it, but, you know, we'll have to see. Oh, actually, I have one more. This guy. So, she's a makeup guru. Like, if you ever see her, she has, like, a full beat on at, like, 10 in the morning on a Thursday, like, in class. And, like, you would genuinely you've never seen her without a full face on. Like, basically 2016 makeup, like, created itself around her. Like, she could be a beauty influencer if she wanted to, if she tried a little bit, you know, if she posted, but, you know, she's having too much fun, kind of, like, out and about with her friends to really be doing that. So, that's all of them. Let me know if you guys have a favorite, or if you guys can decide if you have something that you think would be a really good name. But yeah, these are the ones that I use in my videos, and I am just really super excited to be sharing them all with you. So again, thank you so much for supporting me and all the fun that I'm having with these videos. It really means a lot to me. Yeah, alright, sleep well, guys. Bye.